Welcome to Niigata on the northwest coast of Japan. The visitors here, Urawa Reds and Albirex Niigata, really need to improve. A 3-2 defeat at Vissel Kobe last time to make it 2 defeats in their last 3, and it's now 3 J-League games without a win. Only successful in 3 games in this campaign. All of that came after they made a really bright start to the season. Won 2 of their first 3 against Sagan Tosu and Nagoya Grampus 8, but 1 win in 9 since then, and today they face, well, a very, very ambitious Urawa Reds team. Always are, aren't they? One of the biggest names in J-League. Pernatius Hugma, the Norwegian, in charge now, and they're in upbeat mood anyway after a 2-1 win against the Yokohama Marinos last time, which ended a run of 3 defeats in 4. Still, though, big question marks about Hugma and his defence in particular. Urawa traditionally, certainly in recent years, the best backline around, but not so far in this campaign. Wonderful stadium this, the DENKA Big Swan. Great atmosphere as well. Hosted 3 matches at that World Cup, which remarkably is 22 years ago, including a last 16 game when England beat Denmark. Really special surroundings for Albirex Niigata against Urawa Reds. A 100th J-League appearance today for Eitaro Matsuda, and a nice little memento for him. The flowers even artfully decked out in team colours. Sense of togetherness and tradition means a great deal. Also means a slight delay to us getting underway here with all the pomp and circumstance beforehand. Well, it's been an exciting campaign so far. 298 J-League goals in this season, an average of 2.5 a game, which is pretty good. You can often expect entertainment, particularly on a bright and breezy day like this. We've had some horrific conditions around the country so far in this campaign. Here's the Albirex side then. 3 changes from that defeat at Vissel Kobe. Fumiya Hayakawa comes in to play at left back. Matsuda is one of those coming in on the right-hand side of midfield, as is Motoki Nagakura, who plays alongside Yuji Ono, yet to score for his new club, needing to get off the mark. Goals have been an issue for them. Here's our referee, Hiroki Kasahara, in charge of J-League game number 77 today. Hiroki Akiyama and Alexander Schultz, the captains. Hiroki Kimura is our VAR official today. And the Urawa side is unchanged from what was an excellent win against the Yokohama Marinos last time. Schultz and Høybråten, of course, rock solid in the central defence. I think Gustafsson has been one of the best players in J-League so far this season. Ito scored twice last time in that win against the Marinos, and Thiago Santana leads the line. New arrival from Shimizu S-Pulse this season, 3 goals in his last 4 games, supported by Nakajima and Maeda. Rikizu Matsuhashi could do with something happening here. Hogmo will always be under pressure. If you have a job of the size of the Urawa Reds. Albirex, the home side, in the orange and the blue. There's the captain, Akiyama. And the Reds in their change kit of white and black today. So Albirex Niigata against the Urawa Reds and the DENKA Big Swan. It's a bright start, isn't it, from the home side? Well, that was a bit of a hustle to get things underway. There's Nishikawa, and now Marius Høybråten, the Norwegian. Now, of course, playing under a Norwegian in the shape of Hogmo. Scandinavian flavour with Gustafsson holding that midfield together. Nodded wide by Endo. Urawa Reds with the best defence in J-League last season. Conceded 27 goals in 34 games, but already 17 conceded this season. Only 10 fewer than the whole of the last campaign. The 14th best defence in J-League. It is not the Urawa way at all. Nagakura. There's Alexander Schultz, who's such a good leader for Urawa. Fantastic penalty scorer as well. As and when that's required, 7 goals last season, all of them penalties. Took their eye off the ball a bit last season, Urawa, with the focus on the Champions League, which they won in 2023. Yokohama Marinos trying to emulate that, of course, in the final against Al Ain, coming up at the end of this month over 2 legs. There's Matsuda. Just chopped over there as they tried to break. Well, that's played in behind, there's no flag. It's a massive opportunity, and the flag stays down. I thought it might go up, but Thiago Santana has given the Urawa Reds the lead. And if he's managed to hold his run and stay onside, it's horrendous defending from Albirex. It really is. It's a well-taken goal. Let's have another look. Yeah, it's fine. He's in between centre half and right back, and he takes it so calmly. What a start for Per Mathias Høgberg. He's got a goal scorer in form, and that can be absolutely priceless. Made it look so simple. Well, they're checking it, but from the angle we've seen, I think it's fine. I think the assistant did absolutely the right thing, but there might be another angle, so can never be sure, because we're not looking along the line. But it looked all right. I think he thinks it's all right. It's fine, doesn't it? I think he's being played on by Fitzgerald, who's nearest to him. Goal given, as we would have expected, and well, more pressure on the home side. A reminder, 1 win in 9, and if you're struggling in front of goal, the last thing you want to do is concede early. Scored in 3 consecutive games before last week. Thiago Santana, and Mojo rediscovered in the opening 5 minutes here. Fujiwara. Feel a bit for Rikizu Matsuhashi, all of the planning, all of that hard work in the week, and 5 minutes into the game you can see the goal like that. Just a simple ball around the centre half, and the centre forward, who you know is the big threat, able to run free. Couldn't quite believe when he was onside. There's Gustafsson. Now Schultz. Gloriously sunny day in Niigata. About a 4-hour drive for the fans of Urawa from Saitama up to the northwest coast. Is Shimada. Now Fujiwara. And this is Eitaro Matsuda. Nice feet from him. Here's Hasegawa. And they had started brightly, a couple of really good-looking forays forward from Albirex, but nothing to show for them, and then the goal conceded, and a sense of same old story. I mentioned Yuji Ono, the player they signed from Sagan Tosu. His last goal was for Sagan against Albirex. He scored in both games against them last season. 9 goals in all, but yet to score for his new club. Again, a bit of hustle here from Albirex. It's a chance. It's a real chance, Nagakura. This is the issue I was talking about with Urawa at the back. That is not like them at all to allow pass right across their 18-yard box, and then Nagakura with just a simple touch and a free hit at goal, really. There's Matsuda to win it back. Now Fujiwara. Nagakura. Thiago Santana trying to counter. Taken down rather cynically, and it's the sort of challenge that later on in the game I think is a yellow card. He's given the free kick here after a slight delay. It's so late and high, really scruffy there. It's a poor challenge. He doesn't make direct contact with the studs or anything, which is why there's no card shown, but it's discombobulated defending, isn't it? They look a little bit all over the place here. Shoya Nakajima, player standing over it. Thiago Santana fancies it, I think. Hogmo watches on. Ryosuke Kojima fully aware of the threat here from Thiago Santana. And it's curved in. Santana was the decoy. Nakajima it was who hit it. It was a good idea there. Kojima saw it all the way. The execution wasn't great, but it's a nice variation from them. There he is again, in towards Thiago Santana, just wouldn't quite fall for him, but they're both heavily involved, and Urawa look a threat coming forward. There's Fujiwara. Back now with Høybråten, the Norwegian. Came into the club, Shoya Nakajima, to replace David Moberg Carlson, who left to go to Aris in Greece last season, yet really to settle as that chief creative influence in and out of the team. No questioning the main man going forward. That's Thiago Santana. 4 goals in 5 now, and he's given them the lead here. Dropping deep to influence the play as well. He's an excellent all-rounder, the Brazilian. Wasn't the most subtle pass there, though, driven straight into Nakajima. There's Watanabe. Gustafsson. Ishihara. Forward then by Watanabe. Kubo was who got into a good position there. And here's Nakajima. Schultz. And Thiago Santana. Back in the J-League last season for the first time in 5 campaigns, Albirex. Comfortably mid-table, I suppose with the expansion to 20 clubs, that kind of result. 10th would be a real triumph in this campaign, but they're a long way off that at the moment. They're behind again here. Obviously seeing Machida Zelvia flying their first ever J-League season, top of the table at the moment. Tokyo Verdy back for the first time in 15 years. Albirex, who were the new side last season, struggling in this campaign. Here's Thiago Santana, wide open spaces here, huge opportunity, and Nakajima can't take it. Should be 2-0. This time Thiago Santana created it. And Nakajima, to me, looks short on confidence in front of goal. A couple of times we've seen him get into really good areas. Just hesitated a little and tried to make a bit too sure. It's often a sign of a player just struggling for confidence. Here's Hoy Bratton. Gustafsson. Useful ball curved in towards that far post, and Ono was appealing. Thought he was pushed in the back there. Still having a word there with the referee. They will be looking at it, but it didn't feel at first glance like there was much in there. Schultz. Now Gustafsson. Here's Thiago Santana. Now Watanabe. Thiago Santana had made a really smart run there. Now Matsuda. Here's Gustafsson. Hoybratton. Here's Watanabe. Real confidence as they flow forward again. Thiago Santana was there. Now Gustafsson, they're taking control here, the Urawa Reds. Need to make the most of this. Nakajima has already missed a really good chance to make it 2. Here's Watanabe. Now Schultz. Here's Watanabe. Excellent control this from Matthias Högner's side. A long way from perfect so far under him, but this first quarter is as good as they've looked. Of course, the boost of that win against the Yokohama Marinos, and an unchanged side and all of that definitely helps put a spring in their step, sense of continuity, and that's been on view here. Here's Watanabe. Just about got there first. Goalkeeper thought that was out of play, but here's Nakajima to curve one. Made a real misjudgment there, Kojima. Well, they look concerned with this, don't they?
Hey, we have water.
Straight away, Hugmo was getting someone to warm up there. See the right knee just popped. It's Tomo Akubo. Whether that's an injury they know about, which is why they've gone and potentially getting someone ready. Well, firstly, we're going to get the physio out. There's certainly concern about him there. It's a very, very warm day, hence all the water being taken on, but just trying to manipulate this and see if they can get it moving. I think he might have just hyperextended it, and he might actually be okay to carry on here. Yoshio Koizumi and Ikane Panya, the tie, the two players who are warming up there. But yeah, he looks all right. It's moving all right anyway, Akubo. Translator there, doing his job to help out the Norwegian coach. Fujiwara just not able to get a foothold in the game at all, are they? Ito, the hero of the last game, long striding midfield player. Here's Høybråten. Already see that statistic, 64% possession, 212 completed passes to 113. Complete dominance from the Urawa Reds right now. Shimada. Here's Fujiwara. Now Matsuda. Well, that's rolled through really smartly, but the flag surely has gone up. It has. That's Yuji Ono, and tell you what, it was very, very tight. Didn't matter because he couldn't find the target, as he hasn't done all season long, but Not exactly a confidence boost for him. It was a good position he took up, though. It would have been very tight if he'd scored. A little warning for the Urawa Reds not to get overconfident here. Drew far too many games last season in finishing fourth. They really should have significantly challenged Vissel at the top. Concentrated on the Champions League, and it felt a little bit like a season that was thrown away. Fujiwara, can they get anything going here? Gustafsson. Here comes that Urawa threat again. Okubo. Now Watanabe. It's a wide open game this, it's really stretched. Here's Matsuda. Great ball in, real chance for Ono. Straight at the goalkeeper. He just can't buy a goal at the moment, Yuji Ono. Here's Watanabe. Nakajima. Yeah, flag was up against Thiago Santana. It's a bit better here from Albirex, and second chance they've created in the space of 2 minutes. Nagakura. It's a good idea, he's trying to float that inside the far post. The ball from Hasegawa just got a little bit too much on it. It would have been a really good finish, that. One goal in this campaign for a team that has been short of goals. Here's Watanabe. Again, they're just starting to play a bit here, Albirex. Now Matsuda. First real sustained pressure that's come on the Urawa Reds. Not sure how much of the game the baby's seeing. In from Hasegawa! Fantastic save, he got a touch on that. Just flicked it away. Back in it comes though, and again it's Ono, not able to take the chance, but what a response this is from Albirex. Now here comes the counter. Well, they're unfortunate not to be level. Build-up play outstanding, just no finish at the end of it. 10 minutes to go until half-time. Did really well to claw that away. Looked like it might have just floated over him, but Nishikawa with a useful left hand. Akiyama. It's Fitzgerald. No, it's overhit that time. It's Fujiwara. Now Akiyama. See, Ono had made a good run there. Hayakawa. Here's Matsuda. Starting to play like a different team here, Albirex. Just beyond that time, but it was another good run from Motoki Nagakura. "37-year-old Shusaku Nishikawa in the Urawa goal, approaching 350 league appearances for them. There's Thiago Santana, held up that time by the New Zealander Fitzgerald. "240 J-League games for Albirex now. Michael Fitzgerald had that spell with Kawasaki Frontale and then came back. Not quite a one-club man then, but he has the sense of that around the place. Akiyama. Only 2 inside the penalty area, and Gustafsson across to clear away. Here's that chance earlier for Nakajima. And the save from Nishikawa. Chances at either end. Still just the 1 goal. Thiago Santana inside the opening 5 minutes, but it's been very, very lively since. Urawa certainly might have led 2-0 and probably should have done, and Albirex a bit unfortunate not to draw level. Here's Gustafsson. Now Ryoma Watanabe. Schultz. There's Samuel Gustafsson. Back now with Schultz. Here's Thiago Santana. Nakajima's taking up some good positions there, but he's not quite making it work. Here he is again. There's Watanabe. Now Nakajima. 3 minutes to go until half-time. Still the early goal from Thiago Santana, the only one of the game. Shihara. Once again, Nakajima. Here's Ryoma Watanabe. Been a good signing, the left back. Came from FC Tokyo, new this season. Really good attacking influence, which they were lacking in the last campaign. And that's just going to drift beyond them both. Ito and Thiago Santana was in behind him. But once again, here's the Albirex response, and that's a terrific save. Nagakora hit it. There are questions being asked here, though, in that Urawa backline. How on earth is this space developing? Gustafsson wasn't doing his job there. It's a really good skimming hit, and that's a fine save. Might be 37, but he's still got it, Nishikawa. More defending to do, though. He's had a good game, Matsuda, down this right-hand side on his 100th J-League appearance. But I think there's a problem here for Hugma to solve in the centre of that midfield. He either needs to give Gustafsson some help or think about someone else to fill the gap. It's not working at the moment. 3 added minutes at the end of this first half. Here's Endo. Fujiwara. Fitzgerald. Now Rio Endo, back with Soya Fujiwara. Well, if they keep approaching it like this, Albirex will get chances, as they've already proved, but there'll be more to come. Well, just a little coming together there. Into the final of the 3 added. There were periods in this first half where that Urawa lead looked very, very secure, and it looked likely to extend it, but hasn't been the story of the latter part of this first half, not at all. It's been a really good effort, this, from Albirex to get themselves back into things, not in terms of the scoreline, but in terms of the shape of the game. Here's Gustafsson. And that will do it. Really entertaining first half. It was Thiago Santana bursting in behind a static backline who gave the Urawa Reds the lead 5 minutes into the game. He has missed chances again, Yuji Ono. And Albirex in general had a really good second part of that first half, responded very well, but Nishikawa in terrific form in the Urawa goal. 2 excellent saves. Issues for Hogma to sort out, issues in front of goal for Albirex Niigata here. Half-time in the DENKA Big Swan. Albirex Niigata 0, Urawa Reds 1.
長は
新潟スキプロジェクト、若者と新潟をつなぐために情報発信やつながりづくりなどさまざまな活動をしています。新潟はいつでも君の味方。その一瞬に全てをかけて、未知なる記録を求めて人々が挑戦し続けるように、殿下は科学の力でまだ見ぬ新しい奇跡を届けたい。世界に誇れる科学を、殿下。
ただいま道上で散水を行っております。傾きによっては水しぶきがかかる場合がございます。ご注意ください。ただいま道上で散水を行っております。傾きによっては水しぶきがかかる場合がございます。ご注意ください。
2024シーズン J リーグタイトルパートナーは明治安田。オフィシャルブロードキャスティングパートナーはダゾーン。トップパートナーはアイレム。ルートインホテルズ、イオン、ドコモ、コナミデジタルエンターテインメント、イチゴ、オフィシャルエクイプメントパートナーはアディダスジャパン、モルテン。スポーツ振興パートナーはスポーツくじ。オフィシャルチケッティングパートナーはミラ。オフィシャル EC プラットフォームパートナーは楽天グループ。オフィシャルテクノロジーパートナーは NTT グループ。以上の各社が今年の明治安田 J リーグを熱くサポートいたします。
明治安田 J リーグダゾーン全試合配信。J リーグのすべてここに。明治安田 J リーグライブダゾーン。
アルビレックス新潟クラブパートナーを紹介いたします。
けしました。
本日は大変湿度、気温が高くなっております。こまめに水分補給を行い、熱中症にご注意ください。
ご来場の皆様にお知らせいたします。館内でカラスの被害が確認されています。荷物や食べ物を置いたまま席を離れない、荷物の口をしっかり閉めるなど十分ご注意ください。繰り返しお知らせします。スタンド内でカラスの被害が確認されています。荷物や食べ物を置いたまま席を離れない、荷物の口をしっかり閉めるなど十分ご注意ください。
Well, Per Matthias Hogmo's going to make a change at half-time here. Ayumu Ohata is going to come on, and it's a Kubo. Well, we saw him, didn't we, with that knee issue in the first half, and quite often happens that. I suspect it's seized up at half-time, and he's not able to carry on, so Ohata on for him for a fifth substitute appearance of this campaign. There's the player whose goal has given the Urawa Reds the lead. I must say, I did wonder whether Hogmo might change something tactically and try and give Gustafsson a little bit of help in that midfield. They were getting overrun. Vastly experienced coach, did a great job with Häcken, taking them to Europe and beyond where they were expected to go. Won the league as well with the Swedish side. Olympic gold medal winner as well with Norwegian's women back in 2000. There's a player on whom there is so much focus for the home side for Albirex, Yuji Ono, who just hasn't done it in front of goal. Still really recovering from the loss of Ryotaro Ito to St. Treden back in the summer of last year. Scored 7 goals. He had a massive influence on them, and I think they're still feeling the ramifications of that. And I think they had to agree to the deal, but difficult when you lose a player that important. There's Thiago Santana. Gustafsson. Slightly overhit there, the pass to Atsuki Ito. There's Fitzgerald looking to reset. Just reminder of the teams here. Matsuda's had a really good game so far, and Nagakura's been influential as well for Albirex. Hasegawa with the throw. Here's Hayakawa. Akiyama. Back now with Hasegawa. Well, they finished the first half not quite in charge, but having had a really good spell. And they're trying to start the second in the same way here, Albirex, but they're giving it away. There's Thiago. Now Watanabe. He's rather scythed over there, wasn't he, Watanabe? Maybe not quite as much contact as there looked initially. Down here is Motoki Hasegawa, new signing this season from Ventforet, Kofu. Settled in pretty well, making his 6th start today. Well, he needs a break in front of goal. Rikizu Matsuhashi certainly needs Hasegawa to stay out there. He's had a really good influence in the final third. Well, I'm not sure he's going to be able to, though. Got shakily to his feet, but then he's gone back down. It's just the inside of that right knee, isn't it? That's where it happened. The contact there just jarred the knee. which was a little straight. Wasn't ready for impact anyway. Yeah, change may well be necessary. Yota Komi, the player getting ready to come on here. More of a Ono-style player, Yota Komi. It looks like it's going to be him for Hasegawa. "21 years of age, but he always strikes me as a very old-fashioned individual. No messing around with Komi. I feel a bit for Hasegawa here. Happens in the blink of an eye. Fourth substitute appearance of the season for Komi, having started 7 as well. No goal for him either, though. It's a theme that runs through the team. In the meantime, Urawa have the free kick. Oh, it's a really good header towards that far post, and it's there. It's an own goal, and would you believe it? It's the player who can't score at one end. Yuji Ono has scored at the wrong end. Nothing going his way at all. Stretching to try and clear it away, and oh, you do feel for him. Because he knows there's a threat from behind. He knows that Ito's there to nod it home, so he's got to do something. But they will check this. Question of who it hit along the way as well. Because obviously if Ito's offside at the far post, then that's influenced the play, so that would be offside. Let's have another look. Contact is there. It's hard to see anything wrong with that. Certainly not there. Whether there was an offside from the free kick initially, but as I said, you do feel for him. A player under pressure, signed with a bit of a fanfare, showing that good form for Sagan Tosu, but not going his way at the moment. Going to be a test of his character. Just wondered there, yeah. It's going to be ruled out. That's what they were looking at. Fairly clear, I think, from the initial free kick. So Ono doesn't know it yet, but I suspect his own goal's going to be chalked off here. Still waiting for the signal from the VAR. Just waiting to make absolutely sure. It's taking a bit longer than it needs to, I think, but don't know whether they're looking at another angle, but that one we just saw looked fairly clear to me that he was offside. I don't think Albirex deserved to be 2 down on the balance of play. I think we've got a decision. Yeah, offside. I don't know why it took that long. So Yuji Ono will become a footnote. Luckily for him, and who knows, he might spearhead the comeback now. All forgiven and forgotten, little smile on his face. And maybe that's the break that he needed. Albirex strike next. Dragged themselves back into this just when Urawa thought they'd moved to a 2-goal lead. It's a good example, albeit that it took far too long, of what VAR is really for with incidents like that. I think it's overused and used wrongly, and it's not really enhancing the game at all. But in the old days, that probably would have been given. Understandably, it was a difficult one to see, and it was clearly offside. There was no margin, it was daylight. Clear and obvious errors like that, the VAR is meant to eliminate. Gustafsson. Forward by Ishihara. Coming forward with real intent here, Urawa. Great ball across to Thiago Santana. It was just overhit slightly, with a bit too much power. But it's a really smooth move from the Urawa Reds. I thought he'd got that right. Oata, the substitute, but it was just beyond Thiago. Didn't really need the lines. As I said, there's daylight, isn't there? He's clearly off. Behind for a corner. Good response from Albirex. Komi, the substitute, getting himself involved. Oh, they've mixed it up and it's played in towards the far post, and what a chance that is. Great variation of that corner routine, and back in it comes, but it's a big, big opportunity that. There's the grab at the second attempt, but the chance came before that. Something as simple as that, just changing the angle, just changing the timing of the run. Again, it continues that theme that Urawa are a long way from rock solid. It's not like them. They're going to have to sort that out, because they're going nowhere if they don't. I know they've got a clean sheet at the moment, but only just. It's Gustafsson. Closing down there by Thiago Santana. There's Gustafsson again. Now Yota Komi, Hayakawa. Here goes Gustafsson. Floated in towards that far post. It was, again, really good build-up play. That effort's always going wide from Ayumu Ohata, not too far away. Great running, though, from Ishihara to get into the wide area in the first place. How far away was it? Yeah, it's the outside of the boot, isn't it? Now Gustafsson. Into the final half hour, but we will already have, I think, 8 or 9 minutes of added time. That long VAR and the injury as well at the start of this second half. There's Maeda. Now Komi. Yuji Ono. Here's Fujiwara. Rio Endo. Fitzgerald. Here's Akiyama. Floated by Fitzgerald. That's only half cleared, and that was some attempt from Yota Komi. He's trying to head that back over the goalkeeper. Now Thiago Santana wants the free kick, but the referee unimpressed. Needs to be stronger there, because here come Albirex with Nagakura. And then a hit straight at the goalkeeper by Akiyama. Schultz. Home against the Yokohama Marinos on Wednesday, Albirex. Don't want to go into that on the back of a defeat, and here goes Gustafsson! And they do have their second goal on the counter. Albirex caught absolutely cold. And Samuel Gustafsson with his second of the season. And now Urawa do have a 2-goal advantage. From one end of the pitch to the other, it's really well worked. They've done this a few times. Can be really smooth in possession. Of course, it takes a deflection, but it's Gustafsson's goal. And ultimately, you wonder if the goalkeeper might have saved that. No, it's beyond him anyway. It's beyond him anyway. It wouldn't have mattered. It's a good finish. He plays it back across goal, keeper's covering his near post. And finally, a second goal, I think, that will stand. More pain for Matsuhashi. Gustafsson, who hasn't necessarily done the best defensive job today, does a really good one going forward. Double change. Taniguchi and Ota on for Ono, whose pain is over. Change as well for Urawa. Kato Yasui is on as Albirex look to restart, and where are 2 goals going to come from for them? It's hard to see it, isn't it? Koizumi, another player on. Nakajima, Ito withdrawn. To try and see them home here. It's Gustafsson. Now Alexander Schultz. Here's Yota Komi. Hayakawa. Again, it's good until they need the finish, and that hasn't been there. Very nearly. Nishikawa with a good stop. Great spirit from Albirex, but do they have the quality here? Akiyama. And the threat is this, of course, Urawa on the counter, and they look so threatening, and it's a chance to make it 3, and to make absolutely sure. Naoki Maeda. And after losing 3 of 4, Urawa on a roll. It's going to be 2 wins in a row. It was worth the journey. And they've been clinical in this second half. And Albirex desperate to get back into things, just overcommitted, gave the ball away. It's outstanding from Thiago, it really is, and look how quickly they joined in. Second of his first Urawa season for Maeda. And once he'd taken the touch to take him in the centre of the goal, he had so many options with the finish. I'm afraid the pressure mounts on Rikizu Matsuhashi now. Hogmo's got them playing. But even though it seems easy now, just think of chances taken and not taken. They did have their moments. Albirex and Nishikawa in the Urawa goal. Pulled off 2 or 3 excellent saves in that first half. More knee problems. 20 minutes plus a significant amount of added time remain, but the job is done here for the Urawa Reds. is where just jarred that knee, Ishihara. You can see why. Fitzgerald across with the challenge. There's the corner from Gustafsson. The header from Thiago Santana, so nearly a fourth. And it might yet be. Fitzgerald. There's Komi. It's taken off him by Ishihara. Here's Watanabe joining in again. Now Gustafsson. Here's Fitzgerald. Two further changes coming, Okamura and Hoshi. Both about to come on here for Albirex. But surely this is beyond them now. Gustafsson. He'll be pleased to have made that contribution with the second goal. Massive credit, by the way, to the Albirex fans for keeping the atmosphere going. Plenty of travel from Saitama as well. Still waiting to make those two changes. There's Yota Komi. Now Hayakawa. Committing players forward here, and they have one back. There might yet be some hope here. Just switched off, and in the end, the Urawa Reds pay the price for those defensive lapses. Again, it's really smart build-up play. There's no problem at all with an offside. Comes off the Urawa player. And that's why he was left standing in absolute acres of space at the far post. The substitute, Shusuke Ota, gives them just a glimmer of hope, particularly given there's not really 15 minutes left, it's more like 25. First goal of the season for him, after 5 last season. Albirex Niigata back in the picture here. It's Thiago Santana. Nishikawa. Now Maeda. Here come the changes. Okamura and Hoshi both on. It's Akiyama. Get interesting if they could grab a second here, and it's a fine header just wide. Wasn't far away from Nagakura. He knows that's a chance. He's got to generate the power himself. Wasn't much on the cross. Not far away though. Player down, painful on that for Maeda, scorer of that third goal. Well, he's okay. That header we saw flash wide from Nagakura just shows, doesn't it, the margins. If they'd scored then it's panic stations for Matthias Hogmer and the Urawa Reds. Albirex may be starting to fancy this, but that's a foul by the goal scorer Otta. Can they come away with it? Again, they look threatening. Okamura this time. Lovely reverse pass from Okamura. Goalkeeper again has to scramble Nishikawa, and suddenly it's a different game. Here's Fitzgerald. Akiyama. Now Otta. That's smartly done from him. Final 10 of the 90. Here's Fitzgerald. Albirex pushing for another. They have a corner. Movement at the near post, that's where they were looking for Komi. Here's Okamura. Now Akiyama. That's a really good volleyed cross, tried to pick out Ota. Now on the counter, here come the Urawa Reds. It's going to be a card, it has to be, for breaking that up. First of the game, shown to Fujiwara. Not that much in it, but enough. He knew exactly what he was doing. Here comes Ekenit Panya. Tai to replace Maeda, not able to continue. Naoki Maeda. Here's Fitzgerald. Now Yota Komi. Forward again by Fitzgerald. They need to stand strong here, the Urawa Reds. We've seen every single defensive weakness just magnified in the last 10 minutes or so. They've looked so vulnerable. Giving it away again here. Lively Okamura with another really useful run. One or two appealing. There was a hand there, completely on the wrong side for us to see, but there were one or two Albirex players just wondering. Not sustained protest. In fact, they are. Ota continued to talk to the referee. Just as that ball was played over the top. Be interesting to see that one again. Here's Okamura. Good introduction, he's been behind for a corner. Don't think there's any conversation with the VAR, the finger didn't go to the ear. There was the Okamura run that led to the corner. In it goes, unmarked, and Fitzgerald should have scored. He saw that all the way and climbed high. And was that the chance? Because at the other end, Urawa with one straight long ball create that, and Panya can't take it. End to end here though, terrific stuff. Here's Akiyama. 5 minutes to go, and just to remind you, we're going to have at least 8 or 9 added, I'm sure of that, after the VAR delay, and there was an injury delay as well. Might be longer. There's Okamura. Now Fitzgerald, 2 big chances to make it 3-2. There's Yota Komi, smartly done to steal it away. Options around him as well. Great burst here from Komi. Chose the wrong option at the end of it, having done all of that hard work. Tried to drag it into the near post. Fitzgerald. Oh, great ball in, and they have got the goal back. Niigata, and the comeback is on here. What a story this could be as the Urawa Reds start to crumble here. Fantastic ball in from Fitzgerald. Thumping header from Matoki Niigata, but no one picked him up. He just runs off the shoulder of the centre half, and it's there for him. And all the pace on the cross, he just had to guide it. And they've still got plenty of time here, Albirex. This could turn their season around. They've completely switched off, the Urawa Reds, ever since they made it 3 and they looked certain winners. And they've allowed Albirex to come back into the game, and they haven't been good enough defensively. First Otta, now Niigata. Starting to look a bit tired as well, the Urawa Reds. Fitzgerald. There's Hoshi. Endo. There's Hoshi. Again, there's half an opening. They're not stopping, are they? They just keep coming in again from Fitzgerald. Desperate defending. There's the chance. Komi blazes over. He's been outstanding, though, since he came on. Just leaning back as he hit it. But Schultz and co. all over the place. They went for the same ball there, Høybråten and Schultz. You see what Schultz is saying. Don't defend so deep, we need to push up the pitch. Well, on another day he scores that. And look at that, 18 shots to 9, 10 on target to 7. Albirex deserved to be right in this. Referee's having none of this. I think he suspects it's a tactical injury from the holding midfielder. Nearly 25,000 at the DENKA Big Swan. Place will erupt if they can equalise here from 3 down. Yeah, there's a bit of panic about Matthias Høgmo here. I can understand why. "11 added minutes. Plenty of time here for Albirex. See, he's trying to get a real tactical message across here, Høgmo. going to be longer than 11, isn't it? They still haven't restarted. Well, what a fun ride this is going to be if you're a fan of Albirex. For this added time, glorious comeback to this point, but it's got them nothing so far, other than some pride back. Jota Sato on for Gustafsson. You can see there was a clear tactical message there. He wasn't saying they're going to 3 at the back, he was saying they're going to play with 3 in that midfield. Just try and withstand Albirex. Fitzgerald. Akiyama. They've already created one really good chance to make it 3-3. Can they create another? Not there. Thiago Santana. It's Fujiwara, now Fitzgerald. Hoshi. There's Yota Komi. Okamura now. Still plenty of time, but here come Urawa on the counter. Thiago Santana, great challenge. Went to ground, had to win it, Fitzgerald, and did. Now Taniguchi. Here's Okamura. Push forward by Hoshi. They're going to fight right until the end here. Yuji Hoshi. There's Okamura. Been excellent since he came on, Okamura. He's picked the pass there for Yota Komi, behind for a corner. His battered and beleaguered side have come surging back into this. Still they believe. Akiyama with the corner, great header, Thiago Santana, and he was fouled. That's outstanding from the centre forward to get back and help out. And just take the sting out of it as well, and he's got a painful bang on that right ankle as well. As he landed, wasn't it? Well, this feels like a long time ago now, when Thiago Santana raced clear to give them the lead 5 minutes in. The story has taken a few twists and turns since, and may yet have another in store. Five minutes of the added 11 remain. I suspect there might be a couple beyond that as well. There's Fitzgerald. Good turn from Okamura. Long raking pass now from Fitzgerald. Over goes Thiago Santana. It's Koizumi. Players disappear into the patch of sunshine for a moment. And that clock continues to run down in favour of the Urawa Reds, but in a way, even if they win this, there'll be question marks. Very, very disappointed with the way the last 20 minutes or so has gone. Of course, they'd be delighted to hang on and win, but it's a long way from a command performance. And can Albirex create one final chance? Into the last 3 minutes of the added time here, they're giving it away again. Here's Yota Komi. Nicely done by Fitzgerald. Okamura just overhits the pass. Final couple of minutes then. Terrific stuff here in Niigata. Richly entertaining game. Is there going to be a final twist? Good climb there by Thiago Santana. Ishihara takes his time with the throw. You see Hogma wanted it down the line. Now he gets his wish. Well, did he get in front of him? He did. Penalty. He just nicked it away, and Endo dangled out a leg, and the referee saw it clearly and pointed to the spot. And that will be the end of it. Surely Schultz is going to take it. Thiago was just pointing at him. Yeah, it's clumsy and it's very late. And that is the end of their hopes. What a shame for them. And Thiago Santana had the ball, it was looking at Schultz, and Schultz has said, you can take it. Scored his last 4. And so, to make absolutely sure, to round off a really exciting afternoon, Thiago Santana finishes what he started. He is the hero after all. And that's 5 in 5 for the Brazilian. And that is a win for the Urawa Reds. All smiles after very, very nervous times. Up go the flags behind the goal. Had a little look up, he saw the goalkeeper commit. And the job finally done. There's the challenge. Into our 13th added minute now. Thiago Santana's on a hat-trick. Might just fancy it, might just get a chance as well. Players still down. Yota Sato. And still we play. What drama in Niigata though. 6 goals in an absorbing game. Hatta wins the free kick. They've got a massive game to come, haven't they? Here against the Yokohama Marinos in the week. They'll take some momentum from this. They'll have to start the game better than they did here, because in the end they started slowly. They came roaring back. They were 3 down, Albirex, back to 3-2, but ultimately it was Thiago Santana who bookended it with the early goal and the late penalty, and that rally wasn't quite enough, but it was an awful lot of fun to watch. Thiago Santana and Gustafsson and Maeda made it 3-0 for Urawa, then Ota and Nagakora pulled it back to 3-2, but then the penalty from Thiago Santana mean that the Urawa Reds get a second consecutive win, and those saves from him in the first half from Nishikawa ended up being absolutely crucial. Well, it was quite a story. The struggle for Albirex continues. It finishes here. Albirex Niigata 2, Urawa Reds 4. Well, all the post-match pleasantries kick into gear. The Urawa fans, in their numbers, can celebrate. And we will hear from one of the heroes. I suspect it'll be him, Thiago Santana. And we'll hear from one of the heroes before we leave you here. It's a really big win, that, away from home for the Urawa Reds, because for all the travails of Albirex, Urawa Reds have not been playing well either. And if they can just go on a little run, they can move themselves up the table. The pressure will come off Hogmo a bit. They'll have to get themselves organised at the back, but they might yet have a big season in this J-League. An awful lot to put right, though. And remember, it is still a coach in his first season, still finding out about the league, about the players. So he's entitled to need a bit of time to settle. Maybe today's the day they start to settle. Well, over they go to those terrific travelling fans. Isn't that something, eh? Wouldn't that inspire you away from home? And they are always acknowledged as well. There's great friendship between players and fans. I don't see Thiago Santana in that line of players, so I suspect he's preparing to talk to us. Well, they will line up and take the bow. Great picture, wasn't it, when the penalty went in and you saw all the flags raise as one behind the goal. Wonderful choreography. Wonderful atmosphere here. But much of that made by the Urawa fans who travelled. You can hear now from Thiago Santana, I suspect, yeah.
Primeira vez da temporada. Como você está se sentindo?
Estou muito feliz de ter feito os 2 gols, dado assistência para Naoki. Queria retribuir os passos que ele tinha me dado, consegui dar um passo para ele, mas eu acho que é importante